What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Oscar Valdez brutally knocks out Miguel Berchelt. He dropped him 3 times in the fight, in the action-packed fight. He was the better boxer all night long. I said that he would have to stay disciplined all night long and not get wild. At times, he did get undisciplined, and Miguel Berchelt was coming on. But for the most part, Oscar Valdez, he stayed disciplined. He boxed beautiful. He was switching from orthodox to southpaw. Miguel Berchelt could not see the left hooks coming. He could not deal with Oscar Valdez's jab all night long. He was landing straight right hands and left hooks all night long. He had him hurt badly from the beginning of the fight, and he never relinquished it. At some point in time in the middle of the fight, Miguel Berchelt, he started to regain his legs and started to press the fight again, and it looked like he possibly was on the verge of maybe stopping Oscar Valdez, but he weathered the storm. He stayed disciplined. He stayed structured, and he kept landing these big, clean punches. Miguel Berchelt had no answer for it. His defense was null and void. His legs was noodles ever since the first knockdown and a big first left hook he took. And Oscar Valdez brutally knocked him out, in a scary moment at one point in time. He seemed to be just laying there, motionless. And most people thought that if it was going to be a knockout, it was going to be, Miguel Berchelt to get the knockout. But it was anything but that. I thought in the 9th, 10th round, it was going to be Miguel Berchelt to get the knockout. And I was completely wrong. It was Oscar Valdez who had reversed the roles, right? He knocked out Miguel Berchelt I believe it was the 10th round, right? In brutal, dramatic fashion. Now, obviously, now we have Miguel Berchelt, who is a 2-division world champion. He's undefeated. And we have Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson wants this fight. Shakur Stevenson been trying to get a fight with Oscar Valdez since they both was at 126 pounds at the featherweight division. I picked Miguel Berchelt to knock out Oscar Valdez in the 10th round. Well, I was wrong. Oscar Valdez knocked out Miguel Berchelt in the 10th round. So I knew it was going to be a 10th round knockout, but I had the wrong fighter. Now, Shakur Stevenson, he was trying to get a fight with Oscar Valdez, since they was at 126, and Oscar Valdez, was the champion, the WBO champion at 126. Then he moved up to 130. Shakur Stevenson, he wants the winner of this fight. He wanted the winner. Now Oscar Valdez is the winner. He's been asking legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO, promoter Bob Arum to give him the fight with Oscar Valdez. He is in line also for the WBA junior lightweight world title between Carl Frampton and Jamel Herring. Shakur Stevenson is going to fight the winner of that fight. Then he wants the unification bout between Oscar Valdez and now Oscar Valdez beat Miguel Berchelt in dramatic fashion. So with that said, this is action packed. This is going to be a fight of the year. This is an upset. Most people thought that Miguel Berchelt was going to win this fight. You had Mexican legend Julio Cesar Chavez. He stated that Miguel Berchelt was going to knock out Oscar Valdez. I thought that Miguel Berchelt was going to knock out Oscar Valdez in the 10th round of that fight, and I was wrong. It was the other way around. Now Oscar Valdez 29-0, 23 wins by way of knockout, and he brutally knocked out Miguel Berchelt. This is the second time in Miguel Berchelt's career he was knocked out. And once again, he just can't seem to deal or have any answers for jabs and left hooks. He just gets hit with big, clean punches. Initially, I thought that his leg movement and his educated foot speed was going to be the difference, but I was wrong. It was Oscar Valdez's leg speed and educated foot movement that got the job done, and he ultimately closed the show in dramatic fashion. Now, I thought the referee should have stopped the fight in the 9th round because Miguel Berchelt was taking a lot of punishment in this fight. I thought the fight should have been stopped, and it seemed to be a bad situation. He was brutally knocked out. He was laying on the canvas, motionless, face down, very similar to when Manny Pacquiao was knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez, in dramatic fashion in the 10th round. Now we got to see what's next for Oscar Valdez. Obviously, like I stated, Shakur Stevenson wants to fight with Oscar Valdez. But now you know he's in line to face the winner of Carl Frampton Jamel Herring fight. That fight is going to take place March 27th. So he's going to fight the winner of that fight. So now we have to see what's next for Oscar Valdez, moving forward, because he's not going to stay inactive until Shakur Stevenson is ready, because Shakur Stevenson versus Carl Frampton Jamel Herring winner is probably more than likely not going to fight until about July. Okay, now maybe if Shakur Stevenson is able to fight Oscar Valdez first and then fight the winner of Jamel Herring Carl Frampton fight, that makes sense, because Oscar Valdez, after this fight tonight, he'll be available. Let's say this is February, he'll be available in June, okay? And the winner of that fight, they're not going to be ready until at least, July, August. So they could push that fight back for him to face the winner of that fight until September. But I don't know if he lose his position with the WBO and he run the risk of losing it. He will, I believe, he will be successful at being Shakur Stevenson against Oscar Valdez. I believe he's just more skilled. Tonight, Oscar Valdez had a lot of success with a guy who utilizes, he looked absolutely a shell of himself, Miguel Berchelt, right? Or it was just everything Oscar Valdez did just nullified anything Miguel Berchelt could do. And, he was able to be victorious, So, but that, what I saw in the ring tonight, I truly believe that, Shakur Stevenson's skill set, will match up far better than Miguel Berchelt's skill set will match up with Oscar Valdez. Will make for a great fight. Shakur Stevenson is very, very skilled. He's a southpaw. He's his foot speed, his educated foot, movement. Tonight when Miguel Berchelt was putting on a lot of pressure, Oscar Valdez at times loops his punches. His jab, the jab that he was landing. Shakur Stevenson may have the best defense in boxing today. So the jab that Oscar Valdez was landing on Miguel Berchelt won't be there with Shakur Stevenson. That looping left hook that he was landing on Miguel Berchelt won't be there with Shakur Stevenson. He'll see it coming. So I would favor Shakur Stevenson over Oscar Valdez. But like I said, I would favor Oscar Valdez, though, over Carl Frampton or Jamel Herring. Whomever wins that fight, I believe that Oscar Valdez would beat the winner of that fight. So I believe that it's going to take Shakur Stevenson to dethrone Oscar Valdez, who's now a 2-division world champion. And he proved a lot of people wrong, including myself. He showed up tonight. He showed a lot of skill. He showed a lot of discipline. He's now with Eddie Reynoso, who is, the trainer of Saul Canelo Alvarez, 4-division world champion, who's unified WBC, WBA, super middleweight world champion, superstar boxer. He's also the trainer of undefeated lightweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. And you can see the maturity. You can see the what they've been working on, right? Because there was times he reverted back to the past and he got wild with his looping punches and he got undisciplined due to the pressure that Miguel Berchelt was putting on him, consistently. But he weathered it, right? He was able to go get back to the basics. He was able to weather the storm. He got back to discipline. He was slippery. He was slick. He was accurate with his punches. I thought when he had Miguel Berchelt hurt the first time, when they came out, because Miguel Berchelt beat the bell, when they came out in the next round, I thought he should have went to the body to slow Miguel Berchelt down. But no, he went back up top and he allowed Miguel Berchelt to recover, press the fight forward, and ultimately, start to have success. But again, you got to give props to Oscar Valdez for weathering that storm and ultimately, knocking out Miguel Berchelt in dramatic fashion. And that was highly impressive. It was definitely impressive, right? And so I want to see Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. There's big fights. Tevin Farmer and Oscar Valdez will be a great fight. I don't know if Joseph Jojo Diaz is going to stick around, at 130. He lost his IBF strap on the scale. That would have been a great unification bout for, Oscar Valdez. But we got to see what he does, therefore, moving forward, okay? But he had an impressive performance tonight. And congratulations to Oscar Valdez on that win and shocking the world, dropping Miguel Berchelt 2 times and ultimately stopping him in the 10th round. So can't wait to see what he does moving forward. That's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Buzz Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Buzz Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.